Talk about attitude. Welcome, RN Shenanigator. We're going to get to this quickly here. Welcome, Jim. Talking about attitude. And I hashtagged nursing. Welcome, Eric. Hashtag nursing because I'm a nurse. So call me biased. My name's Sean. Acute care nurse practitioner. I've been in the profession of nursing for over a decade. I always start that way with my intro, just so you have an idea who I am. I want to talk about attitude. Attitude versus ability. A lot of individuals out there think they need a certain skill set or they need a certain amount of knowledge in order to succeed at whatever it is that they are gunning for. Whatever it is you define as success. That goal can be short-term, long-term, immediate, could be something that you're looking forward to as an end game in your career. So your definition of success is going to be different than my definition of success. Welcome, Darby. Everybody gets hung up on needing enough experience or needing enough time in grade to gain the skill. I'm here to argue that your success in whatever area that you are practicing in is determined by your attitude. And what I mean by that is you take two individuals who have the same amount of skills, same amount of education, same amount of capability, and individual one has a much more positive outlook and a much more can-do attitude versus the other person who is lackluster, who has a victim mentality or has a blaming mentality. Which one do you think is going to succeed? Which one do you think is going to blame their lack of success on someone else? Taking ownership of your attitude is what's going to make the difference between success and failure. I've seen this multiple times with fellow friends, fellow colleagues, and quite honestly, I've experienced it myself, not only personally, but professionally. The minute that I stopped blaming everyone for my failures and my lack of success was the minute that my luck turned around. I'm currently battling through yet another one of those challenges. Just got finished with minor surgery on my knee. In my mind, I thought I was going to be off work for a set amount of time. Come to find out that I was wrong and that I'm going to be off work for a little longer than I had planned in my mind, a little longer than I had planned in my body, in order to heal appropriately. Instead of them taking out my meniscus, they are able to repair my meniscus. So that means, correct, Jim. So that means that I'm going to be on crutches and not able to bear weight on my affected leg for 6 weeks. And I found that news out this morning. And I spent the morning groveling and feeling sorry for myself about the fact that I was going to be out of commission for such an extended period of time, when in reality 6 weeks is absolutely a blink of an eye in one's lifetime. It's absolutely a blink of an eye in a season of your life. Correct, Eric, I have all my parts. It's the point of my speech and my periscope broadcast is that it has to do with how you are going to approach the problem. The problem isn't the actual problem. The problem is how you approach the problem. And then you can apply that to every single challenge that you've ever done in your life. Sure, circumstances are going to dictate certain aspects of your success. But ultimately, the goal is going to be reached because of the attitude that you have. A long time ago, before I was in healthcare, I worked in retail and worked for a very large retail company as a manager. And during one of the training seminars on proper leadership, we talked about maintaining the pace. P.A.C.E. Obviously, it's an acronym. Go figure. I go on to healthcare, and my whole world is acronyms. So, pace. Always keeping the pace. Positive attitude changes everything. Keeping the pace. Positive attitude changes everything. Now, I'm not saying maintaining a positive attitude is easy. In fact, it is probably one of the most difficult things that you're going to figure out how to do in your life. Because, let's be honest, there are certain aspects of your life that are going to suck. No two ways about it. Whether you, financial loss, personal loss, professional loss, you're going to suffer some sort of loss. There's going to be a blow in your life in some way, shape, or form. And the difference between those who succeed and those who fail is the person who has the can-do attitude to get back up after they were slapped in the face. Once they got punched, the wind got knocked out of them, and they maintain the positive attitude to keep pressing forward. Your circumstances are going to change all the time. All the time. I'm sorry, Antic, but that's in Russian. And once again, my Russian fans, I can't read Russian. Take a look at who you consider to be successful in whatever world you live in. Retail, if you're an aspiring entrepreneur, you're an aspiring nurse, you're an aspiring engineer, you're an aspiring videographer making their way on YouTube, you're an aspiring blogger. Whatever it is you are aspiring to do, take a look at whomever you consider to be successful. Now, success does not mean the richest or the most profitable or the most popular. Success is defined by what you on your own terms, because my definition of success is very different than someone else's definition of success. So, yes, what doesn't kill you shall make you stronger, Jim. While we're on the subject of attitude, and we're talking about what doesn't kill you, for those of you who don't know me, those of you who know nothing about me, I have had the pleasure of almost dying, literally by someone else's hand. And I think over the past several weeks, I've forgotten how lucky I truly am to be alive, and that I'm still here, and that for some crazy reason, somebody wants me to hang out here. I should have died in 2001. All intents and purposes, was attacked, knife to the throat, should have died, and did not. Whether I'm lucky or not, whether it was not my time or not, ever since that day, I've had what I consider bad moments, but not a bad life. And it took me almost losing my life to appreciate my life. So, the take-home message, wrapping it all up for all of my viewers out there, is that it's all about your attitude. Maybe you need to be a little cocky. That's okay, as long as you are not offending or hurting someone intentionally. Now, if you're intentionally out there to be rude, then yeah, you need to check yourself at the door. But we all need to have that self-awareness and confidence within ourselves to have that attitude that you can do it. Because sometimes the game is won simply by who had more heart. Don't have to be the most physically fit, don't have to be the smartest person in the room. It's that person that had the most heart. Thank you for watching the Daily Periscope. Have any questions for me? Anything you want me to talk about? Drop me a message on Twitter, hashtag AskTheNP, ASKTHNP. Find me out on the internet, SeanDent.com. Drop me a message. Love to hear from you. Peace out.